I can tell you the three warning signs for me as an independent publicist when a prospective client comes in, and whether you should actually think about not taking the gig. This presumes the music is okay. If the music's terrible, then just don't bother. One, if the manager or your main liaison is a spouse or parent, you can never be brutally honest because they take it personally, and it's painful for them to hear bad news, and it's you want an intermediary who is balanced, and I don't think you can be if it's your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or your kid or your mom. I don't know. But children as parents are a little different. Mm-hmm. Both Tony Bennett and Gladys Knight have children as parents. Children as managers. That actually is a little better. Mm-hmm. I think you can be more critical of your parents than of your kids. And if the prospective client, quote, talks shit about the previous publicist, you can bet that your name will be inserted into that slot in the future. I have respect for people who do what I do. Some of them do it better than others. But I had a prospective client who, by the way, was managed by his wife, so right away, red flag, who told me that the last publicist couldn't even get, insert name of artist here, on The Tonight Show. And I'm thinking, yeah, and I'm sure I couldn't even get this artist on The Tonight Show. So how about I don't even take this client because their expectations were not in line with reality. And the other thing is the independently released. Oh no, the other thing is a record that's been out for a long time. It's terrible because everybody in the media is looking for a reason not to cover something. So if you bring them an album and you're asked, when did this come out? The answer, 3 months ago. It's like, it's too late. We don't know why it's too late, but it's too late. They want to arbitrarily find a way out of having to deal with something. So with clients, I've set release dates, even though they're ready to go, and to say, let's set the release date 2 months from now, 3 months from now, so nobody will have that excuse. It's the tail wagging the dog, to be sure, but it's helpful. And I've just come up with release dates for some things that, with a free-floating way records are released now outside of the major label realm, you can just arbitrarily say, this is out on May 6th, but we have copies now in. Please review it, and if you're going to review it, if you could time it to around May 6th, that would be great. But if you run it before, that's not so bad either, because then you use that to generate additional press interest. If I get a wonderful review in the Buffalo News, I can send it to somebody in Florida or Nevada and say, look at this. It's not a competition thing. I'm not showing them you missed the boat. I'm saying if you're savvy and open-minded, you'll check this out. This other writer found great worth in this.